in today's video, I'm going to share with you tips that will help you maneuver your way throughout this 1 year of serving your nation, Ghana. So let's get right into the video.
My heart goes
Hello lovies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is the first time you're seeing this pretty face, my name is Anita, and thank you for chancing upon my channel or my video and choosing to even watch. Yes, kindly stay by subscribing, and you're not in the wrong place. No, not at all. Yeah, if you're a returning viewer, also I appreciate you for always coming in. Like I always say, you are the realest G. My first point is that you need to know that the workspace or the workplace in the corporate world is completely different. The normal environment that you are used to, which could be your church, your school, the home, is different. And the workspace that you are about to do your service at is also completely different. The corporate world is governed by rules and regulations. It is a setting that follows order. So there is an order of hierarchy in the sense that there are people who are superior to others. In this setting, you are expected to bring something to the table. That is the way it works. So this takes me to my next point, which is hard work, bringing something to the table. The setting, which is the official setting, expects that you offer them something. This thing you're offering to them is your hard work, your dedication to the work, improving yourself each and every blessed day by the things you do. And this hard work needs to come with consistency, because you can't start at the beginning of your service and you're showing yourself to be very hardworking, and getting to the middle and the latter part you begin to be competent. No, this is a setting that expects you to always come up with ideas, always come up with initiatives. Do you understand? So if you do not bring these things to the table, I mean, sometimes this is what gives the organization the view that you want to be retained or not, or whether you can do the job or not. I know you're saying in your mind that why do I need to prove myself, because this is national service. First of all, you need to prove yourself because you want to be retained. That is if you want to be retained. Secondly, even if you do not want to be retained, I mean, you want to be remembered for something you were doing well, which is your hard work, which is bringing ideas and initiative, which is bringing solutions. Do you understand? So to my next point, learn, avail yourself to be taught. I mean, 1 year of your national service is more of a journey, not just duty that you are performing or you are doing to your nation. No, you should know that it is a journey and it's a time for you to grow personally and also have experiences, valuable experiences. So this is the time where you need to avail yourself to be taught. Things that you do not know, avail yourself to be taught. You remember the saying back then in the university that don't just pass through the school, let the school pass through you. This is just the same thing with the service. Don't just let this service period pass through you, you should also pass through it. So some things that you do not know, ask, and some of them will be taught. The ones that you are not taught, I mean, keep up with the curiosity, learn something new, learn something. I remember when I started my service, I mean, this is something that a lot of you do not know. Yeah, so please don't look at me the way you look at me when I say this. I did not know how to use a printer. Yes, I did not know how to give a command to the printer so that it prints out documents for me. It's strange, and I was even surprised that I personally didn't know that, because these are very basic things. This is a very basic thing that as a university graduate you need to know. But unfortunately, I didn't know. And most of you don't know because nowadays, or even usually, the university we go to is not so practical like it should be. So, as graduates, it does not bring us out as job oriented people. These are facts. These are facts. Because we are usually taught theory. Some of them are not damn practical. I know printing papers is one of the basic things that you need to know as a university student. But it will not even cross your mind that you need to learn something like that unless you are tasked to do something like that before it will even cross your mind. Like setting up the projector. Sometimes it does not even occur to you that you should know something like that. So if you do not know anything, ask. And you'll be taught. This is a journey for you. So you need to learn new things and explore and come out better than you went in. To my next point, you should know that not everyone, I am emphasizing because it needs to be emphasized, not everyone in the workspace is your friend. You need to strike a clear balance between these two things, which is friends and colleagues. Because sometimes I know that, it's national service and you need to make friends. What better way to create beautiful memories than to make friends? Yeah, you need to make friends, I know that, but you need to strike a clear balance between who is your friend and who is your colleague. You need to know when to see someone as your friend and when to see someone as your colleague. This is because in the working space, not everyone who smiles at you and says hello to you and everything to you is your friend. Some of these people are just being nice. Okay? So please and please again, not everyone is your friend. Some of these people are your colleagues because there are times at these workplaces that you may have a problem, you may have an issue, and you may think that someone is your friend. The person can stand up for you or do anything for you, but unfortunately, the work demands that the person be diligent, the person takes a step back for what needs to be done to be done. And when you get too attached to the fact that someone is your friend and not your colleague, sometimes it begins to interfere with your work. You need to strike a clear balance between when someone is your colleague and when the person is your friend. You need to strike a clear balance between who is your friend and who is your colleague. These are two different things. You need to be very smart about them, right? To the next. This next point is very important. You need to build contact and connections. The corporate world is filled with a lot of people from different backgrounds and people from all walks of life. Do you understand? These are very different people, and there are people who are in higher positions, and there are people who know a lot of people. There are people who know a lot of things. So you need to create real friendships and real relationships that can lead to you getting a job someday, relationships that can lead to you being recommended to someone someday. Do you understand me? Create connections. I cannot emphasize this enough. This is because sometimes some people go to do their national service with a mindset that, oh, they will have people or friends that will buy them lunch, they will have people that will drive them home. There is nothing wrong with having this kind of friendships. But what is beyond this friendship? Is it landing you a job? Is it landing you opportunities? So be mindful of the type of relationships you create relationships that would broaden the number of people you know in higher positions. Know that you need to build credible relationships that you can always fall back on even after you've left the company or the organization you work with. This takes me to my next point. You need to be disciplined. You need to keep up a good reputation of yourself. Sometimes I know that it may be very difficult. Sometimes you meet a lot of people who don't even know how to talk. Yeah. But this is a time where you test your communication skills. This is a time where you test how relatable you are with other people. Because working with people is difficult. Teamwork is very difficult, and you need a lot of discipline. You need a lot of self-control to be able to deal with people. Do not let 30 minutes or 30 seconds of your outburst of anger ruin the way people see you, the respect people give to you, or the reputation you hold. Be disciplined in a way that after you leave there, whenever they mention your name, they say something good about you. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes it is very difficult to deal with people, but you need to have self-control. You need to train yourself to be able to do this. The last and most important part, or I would say most important part to me, I mean all of the points I've mentioned are important, but this is very important. Start a side hustle or save. Know that your 599 or your 700 is not enough. Do not let anybody lie to you. It is not enough. Whether you live with your parents or you live alone, it is not enough. Calculate how much you spend on transportation and also calculate how much you spend on food. These two alone could take up to 80% of your allowance. So you need to start up something. You need to start up a side hustle. It could be selling ladies or gentlemen clothes. It could be fixing lashes. It could be doing makeup. It could be graphics. It could be starting a YouTube channel. I know YouTube channel is not an immediate flow of income or an immediate way to make money, but it is a steady and slow way. But you can start a YouTube channel to give yourself that exposure. Starting up a YouTube channel is not just about producing the video. You are going to learn how to edit. It's going to give you ideas. It's going to teach you how to do a lot of things. And this is adding to your personal growth. Even though money is not coming in, you are learning something new. You can do any other thing, legal thing, to earn yourself some small coins as you do your national service. This is very important because 599 or 700 is not enough. If you cannot start up a business also, you can save a little from your national service allowance. Put it down, put it somewhere. You can do some of those savings that they do at the workplace. At the end of the year, you can have an amount of money with you that you can start something with, or you can use it to help yourself. So start a side hustle. 599 or 700 is not enough. Some of these things I learned them the hard way because I want you to have a successful national service and a memorable year. That is why I shared these tips with you. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any other tips, you can let us know in the comment section. There are lots of people, including myself, who is willing to learn, because this does not only apply to people who are going to do their national service. This applies to us sometimes in our daily lives. or in our daily activities. So I'll see you in my next video. If you haven't subscribed, kindly remember to do so. And until then, bye.